Good morning and welcome to episode lucky number 13 of my Vanity playthrough. Today, I get bullied for being banned off Twitch. We hit some pretty big milestones, and I'm going to stick with the same editing style, so strap in and enjoy the ride. Let's get this started. Hello, good morning, how we doing? Did I do the thing? But I've been AFK in here for a bit, so we have a bit more gold. Is the main one actually. We don't have much more string, not very useful. But yeah, we have a bit of gunpowder. What I've also been doing, whilst AFKing a lot, is I've crafted some more wood planks. So we have 3,600 wood planks. So string is going to be the only problem for us to get there now. Let's go pick some corn. How are we all? Also, these wires are still burning out up here. I cannot work out how to stop this happening. Moon this stream. Maybe next stream? Moon next stream. Working fusion in 10 years, self-driving car in 5 years, moon next stream. Yeah, it's... Exactly. It's at least Grog's got a good grasp on the timeline of things in the world. Very proud. So we want... I remember what we were doing last stream. I remember. 2, 3, 4. That should give us exactly the right amount. We can make lots of powder barrels then. Oh, I also processed a lot of coal dust. Oh. No, I go. Bye. Bye, Vix. I processed the saltpeter and sulfur. So we have some saltpeter now. So we can make gunpowder. Some. So our gunpowder situation should be okay now. So let's craft as many of these powder barrels as possible. In Greg's scale, it's some. Some, yeah. So, this should actually, hopefully, get us a little bit closer to... Can you make a gun and grind it down? Oh, why didn't I think of that? Right. That wasn't enough. Okay, we need more. String. Kaizen, what the fuck? Thank you so much. I can eat this week. Thank you so much. You are far too generous for Stik's bills. Nine, 10, should have some 6, 7. But no, this isn't ME. This is logistics pipes. So it doesn't do any digital storage in the sense, but it uses pre-placed storage like this. But it means I don't have to go through it manually. I can send and call from here. So it should go 1, 2 and a half. Yeah. Question is, did I do the math right? Courage. Do the maths right. Ta-da! Do you know what this means? One step closer. I forgot what button it is for... Oh, that one. One step closer to rocket. Genuinely, that's my 7 TV at the moment. Everything's working perfectly since the incident. Now, what did we want to do with these plates? So we need to start crafting all this other stuff. And we need 4 of them, which is 8 of each. Oh, and look what I didn't claim. Oh, almost calculated. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's one step closer to... Having now got the powdered barrel situation sorted, I settled down to look at the rest of the craft in order to start working towards the rest of the rocket. Whilst I was looking through this, some of it wasn't too bad, but some of it, well, let's see how that went. Oh, this is a mess to craft. What the fuck? So we have that. We have the fuel up there. Need 2 of these, which requires 8 of them. Yep, that's fine. Which requires 8 compressed steel plates. So I know what we're Do you feel like you got better, faster at handling recipes and crafting? Oh god, yeah. Never moon. Oh no. Oh, what's that? But yeah, I've done what we're looking at now. 308. Looking at like 800 hours of using this mod here. It's probably reasonable to be getting used to it by this point. Which I think the assembler's in here, isn't it? Yeah. And then when we get back, we'll do all of this properly. You don't understand how excited I am to actually build the base properly and not just make do all the time. Yes, it was. There's 2 of those. I need 2 of them. There we go. That's why Liv's so popular. So I need... shit on it. What I'm really going to enjoy is the part of the game where we're not progressing at all and we're just doing the bits. Making little farms for everything we need. It's going to be really nice. You know, when we get back from the moon. 3 colours of sheep, diversity. See? I'm inclusive. I'm not hateful. They are locked up and I am farming them for all they're valuable for. But they have grass. There we go. And that should be the perfect amount to make. Oh, shit. That's not the perfect amount at all. Because I still need to make these ones as well. Idiot. Pressed coal. Okay. He has to get to the moon and then get back from the moon. Hey, getting back from the moon's fine. It's getting back from the moon with my things is going to be a bit harder. Is that like your final results? So we got 2 of these. 1 for the rocket, 1 to craft the lander. Look at us actually doing stuff. You know, chat doesn't just have to be a bonk fest. You can, you know, be civil and use words. I need molten. That is hideous. That is one of the most vile crafts I've ever seen in my life. That is such an awful craft, just for a light. To make nose cone. Oh, I can just do this. Thought it was an assembler recipe.
To visit your mother.
Got the nose cone. I won't go to the moon in 20 minutes. Don't worry. The winning rules. Am I going to have to look up this go thing? Go. Go is an ancient Chinese abstract strategy board for 2 players where objective is to control more territory than the opponent by placing black and white stones on a 19 by 19 grid. Stones are placed in line intersections, not in squares, and once placed they remain on the board unless captured by surrounding them. I have no idea what any of that meant. Whilst editing this I couldn't find when I was sent it, but yeah, they're now adding all the games to my forehead as we go through them, so that's fun. We just need to make the lander now. And what are we missing? Do we have everything on that list? How's Gary's? He's good. He's good. How was stream? How was big scary dark hole? It's probably not the way I should have asked that. That's saying we've got everything. Right, now my brain's got to remember this, annoyingly. So, we're gonna go here, 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 and here. We're gonna do you, 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 and you. Never build a ship on a diagonal. I don't know why you did that. Just getting my oh my god! We did it. Right. We should have some landing pads in here. What they call? Oh, we have 3. We need 9. Now we just need to do absolutely everything else to get to the moon. That's fine. That looks very valuable. Huge milestone. This does feel like a huge milestone. Don't tell me you mooned. I didn't moon. I didn't moon. We have a giant dilly. That's all. Something we can sit on. Better include it in the video. I will include you complaining about missing it, yes. Guess what's not going in the video? Landing pad down. We're going to put the rocket on it. Grab the fuel. I don't know how you put the fuel in the rocket, so we're going to go find all that out. I think there's only one acceptable place to launch this rocket from. Bringing up nerd shit, but I'm not, plus whatever you're doing is probably nerdier. I mean, I'm only doing rocket science. It's not that nerdy. Top of the base. Exactly, Slow. Exactly what I was thinking. Right here will do. Boop. Right, I have no idea how... No! Don't press space. Okay, so I can get in it. Don't press space, okay? Do not press space. So we have the rocket, but none of the infrastructure to go with it. So we need to put the fuel in the rocket. We need to collect oxygen. We need to store the oxygen in tanks that we haven't crafted yet. And we also need to prepare for the worst when we're up there, i.e. take the things with us to get more oxygen. This involves crafting 2 oxygen tanks and enchanting them with Unbreaking 3 so we get more oxygen from them. Crafting an oxygen collector and an oxygen compressor. Crafting a fuel loader. Doing 1,000 pre-flight checks, and each time I realise I've forgot something. No biggie. So we have the fuel loader, we have the oxygens, we have the leaves. So that can give us oxygens. We have the chest for bringing stuff back, we have the fuel for getting back. We have power... Wait, you need extra landing pads. Oh no, they go with it, don't they? The launch pad lands in the lander. Brings the pad to the moon with you. See, Stik knew that. Do I have enough food to survive the moon? Yes, just. Let's go grab some easy food, just to be sure. Wait, I don't take fall damage, I can just drop off this. Apparently I take fall damage.
You dumb bitch.
Turns out I do have fall damage. And finally, the moon next stream meme is over. Meanwhile, at Stik HQ. Morning, Stick. Morning, Stick. Attention, everyone. It is go time. Remember, people, we are live to the world, so no fucking swearing. As I speak to you right now, Stik is making his way up to the rocket. Pre-flight checks have been finalised, not to be inspirational or anything because that is disgusting. This is the first Sticked flight outside of the square globe. This is one small step for Stik, one giant leap for Stik. Fuck. T minus 5. No, Stik, stop counting, that's ours. Oh, 3. Let's just go with 2. 1. Blast off. Oh, wait. Blast off. Okay, that looked quite cool. Yeah, I am a hair concerned about the server managing this, but we'll see. I can't believe we're doing it. I can't believe we got to the moon. Well, we got to space. It's like I'd NASA control room sounds. Well, I would, but... Overworld. The moon. Shit, how do I... Oh, launch. I have to slow down, right? Woo! We did it! I'm 1,000 blocks up. We don't need to, slow down yet, it's fine. I think I'm meant to be in that thing above me, by the way. I think I'm meant to be inside this, the lander. There we go. Yeah. Please hold. I'm just going to restart my client. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. Is it less fuel? No, it's not. The fuel set from planet to space, space to planet. Oh, body to space, space to body. What's in this? Yes, so I want that, and I want that. Perfect. I'm assuming I don't pick the lander back up. Bookmark the location. That's a very good point. Clouds on the moon. Yeah, it's atmospheric. We all know this is just the back of the studios. That's all. It's a green screen. Yep. The green screen stops at the top of the horizon. That's the problem. Right. So we have 2 things we need to do on the moon. We need to collect one of the ores, and we need to clear the dungeon. But also look at our footprints, because that's cute as shit. Set up a base for oxygen. I should be okay without a base for oxygen. You can see it up here. But I have the stuff with me. It's fine. So right now we've got to just run round. The glider doesn't work. Damn it. But there's clouds. What do you mean there's no atmosphere? What do you mean there's no atmosphere? To make it authentic, huh? Yep, that's exactly what they did. There's water on the moon. Life on moon exists. Tin decoration block. These shaders are bloody aggressive. We are looking for, I believe it's a square hole. I'm waiting for the joke. Mega mind ass villages. Is this what I'm looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Ilmenite. Someone called Hoof. What we'll do... That's not how you... Ah. We get 32 lights from a single block, which is quite fun. We can just... Because that's what normal torches look like. Can you tell I'm a little bit scared? Can you build like enclosed base with auction? Yes you can, but they're incredibly laggy because they constantly check for that air. Why are they so fast? What the fuck? So we might do it as like a little side project for one item or something. Have each planet produce one item. For the what's the word I'm looking for? For the Vanity project, but as a whole I'm not going to do it too much. Do 3 more. 30% through the pack. Sure, yeah. I'd probably say getting to the moon's like 10% of the pack. From what I know.
In base GTNH, what percentage of the pack would you say reaching the moon is 8%, 10%? Hard to say, honestly. Probably not 10%. Probably less. Like, with the infra you have, Striker, definitely less.
Why am I such a puss? I'm gonna stay up here. I love the voice acting. He manhandled you. Yep. We did it. We did it. Oh yeah. And we take this and we a boop and a boop. We did it. Let me just put some random crap in here. We'll filter through it later. Steel's quite valuable. This lets us go to Mars. Yep, Mars next stream. So what we'll do, we'll head back to the lander and then dig there. Once we cleared the dungeon, we went mining for the new ores that are present on the moon. We returned to the lander, we found the closest ore vein as they were laid out the same here as they are in every other dimension. We dug down in the first ore vein to find nothing. Chat informed me that I had in fact been scammed and this was incredibly rare. We moved on to the next ore vein and immediately found some ilmenite, the first of the new resources. We cleared this vein out in its entirety, filling up the compressed chest. We refilled our oxygen and then we moved on. Whilst digging the next vein out, someone pointed out the fact the moon has a moon because of the shaders. Moon has a moon. I imagine if I turn the shaders off we can see the Earth. Yeah, this is what it's meant to look like. So we have an Earth. We have an Saturn. Whatever that is. Proceeding to dig this hole, we found the next of the new resources, molybdenite, so we dug this ore out in its entirety as well. Put these ores in the compressed chest as well, which I must say looks very satisfying now. I believed at this point we had collected all of the new ores on the moon. So we went round and did the last couple of bits. Mined out some meteors for meteoric iron, cleared out a second dungeon, just as skillfully, for the other blueprint, this one for the buggy, not just the tier 2 rocket, collected the dungeon bricks to clear the quest, and headed home again. 2, 1, blast off. Well, rip that zombie. Once we were home, we put some things away and started looking towards what it would take to go to Mars with the tier 2 rocket. Rocket control plate. I will have a look at that in a second. We're in like centrifuge to platinum and tungstate. Okay, and then tungstate. Really? Oh no, fuck that. We ain't going to Mars ever. An EV field generator. That's here. We're barely here. Like, we can do this at a push. That's here. Pillar up to Mars. I need a drink. And maybe some snacks. That sounds like I was making a joke. I wasn't. I then spent 10 minutes away from stream with nothing happening, getting a drink and some chocolate. Because I'd been rushing so hard for Moon, we had no infrastructure, so for the rest of stream we looked towards starting to set this up. The first of these being ore procs to process all of the ores we've just collected. This meant the rest of stream was nice and simple. We were just working towards crafting 64 HV circuits ready to make as many machines as we needed. And in my head all of these are going to get replaced. I'll set HV loops up over there, and then this will become EV loops, with obviously multi-blocks upstairs. Right, so I think with that, but I think these last 6 hours have been surprisingly salty roots. Ooh, have been surprisingly productive. It was a fun stream. It was a very fun stream. We got a lot done. And it feels different. I feel like I'm in the post-game now, even though we've just been to the moon. But you are welcome for the moon. Right, we're going to see Ziska. They are working on the Eye of Wood from Solo GOG. Eye of Wood is an added thing. Eye of Harmony is the end game in this. Eye of Wood is early game in that. So we're going to go show them all the loves. They're doing A2 LV. What? Okay, whatever. We'll just leave them to it. We're going to show them all the loves. I'm going to go get something to eat. It's been a pleasure as always. But for me, that is a goodbye and good night. Hello, good morning. We'll ignore the fact the timer just reset. That was a bit weird. So, today's plan, quite a simple one. We're going to try and get some more proc up and running, I think. Oh, I'm already yawning. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. So we need one line which goes macerate, forge hammer. You can also do that. Because what we need to build into this is a way of pulling out the byproducts and separating them. Do we have to go do the creative to work this out? And that we did. We jumped into creative to look at all the different options to filter items through this system. We looked at the GregTech type filters and I worked out how these worked. We then considered the other two main options, logistics pipes and Ender IO. Logistics pipes would be more challenging but more fun because less people do it. Ender IO is the obvious choice here because it's the more widely used one and it's relatively cheap to do. After some back and forth with chat over these three options, we settled on one, and we settled on Ender IO purely because this is my first time setting some logistics up, so let's do it easy the first time, we can have fun later. And I would show you most of this stream, but apart from previewing the NASA control room from the last part of the video, all we did was craft machines and create logic. So I'll run through that really quickly in a few minutes, and I'll see you in stream 27. I was thinking ore proc should go downstairs, by the way. All magic is pretty much Thorncraft in disguise. And if you think about it, Thorncraft is basically just equivalent exchange with more steps. At which point, equivalent exchange is just creative mode. So all magic is just creative mode with more steps. Distraction over. Let's work on proc. So I'm having fun with this video, but yes, we went to Moon last stream. I wasn't expecting to when we started stream, to be fair. It came almost out of nowhere. But we went to Moon, collected a load of ores, came back, realised we'd missed half the ores we needed, so we need to go back up there. But I need to get these processing, because there's too many ores here not to have it running. You're all cunts.
You fool. Hey Mia, you better hide your baby or I'm just you better hide that big ass forehead. I was just joking. Whatever.
Exciting time. Exciting. And it appears if you call chat a cunt, it blows back in your face. I've reduced this volume by 20% and cut out 60 seconds of this. This is the crap I have to put up with in stream. Are we done? Are we finished? Have we got it out of our systems? Right, we're gonna put these here. Wait, no. Yes, here. Ready for our pro.
Chess joyful.
What am I looking for? Oh, we were gonna just craft, weren't we? That was it. So now we've got the circuits being made, we can start crafting this shite. Right. Is it bad I'm excited for that part of the year? Crop breeding, bee breeding, that stuff. I feel like it is quite bad. Right, in fact, we'll put the macerator here. Right. And we're gonna leave a little bit of space between each machine. Right, you go down, you go down, you go there, you go there. So, what we will do, we will have an barrel there, and we will call that the input barrel. We will have an barrel here, we will call that the output barrel, and if we have anything goes in the output barrel we want to go back through the system, it can go into there. It doesn't go in the macerator, but that's it. Okay, well that's what the air filter's for. Go there. You're not going to go there. You are going to go yeah, we will macerate. Then thermally centrifuge the macerate again, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically going to work through the ores we have and make sure each one has a process set up in this line here to process it, and we will use filters to decide what goes where, and we can loop things if we need to. So pretty much it goes in here and it'll either come back to this barrel or go to an output barrel. Okay, now that should give us thermal. So a smart person here would take that, take these, put you in there. Nice. Now we can pick that up. This to here. I'm stuck. Hey, Mike. You were thinking of coming pregnant one day. I'd do it. Pregnant is a good type of Nant to be. So, yeah, very familiar with the Greg. Yeah. And this is obviously my first GTNH run, but it's only my second or third time playing with Greg. So what does sticky mode mean? Because I've never understood this in any mod. If I turn sticky mode on, would things in this whitelist only go here? So that's good. Right. So if I did that, for example, okay, I'm back. Waffle bacon. And then, so that's priority 1. That's priority 1. Did that on priority -1, insert. This would now pull everything out of here, put the crushed ilmenite in there, the iron dust should go straight through, yes, yes, and I can just keep moving that along if I need to add more machines there. So what are we missing? Nothing. There's a centrifuge. What are we missing? Just picture me patting you on the head. Yes, papping you on the head. And what is it? A forming press these go in? Yeah. This has to be one of the worst recipes ever. Project Red stuff. So we can make our draw controller. This is only meant to be a HV-EV base. It's not meant to be any more than that. Right. Really shit. Thanks. Great. Right. Can I turn you around? I can. Put you there. We're going to put these down. Did I make a draw key? I feel like I did make a draw key. Because if they were really shit on you, we'd be pissed. That's our job. No. They're joining you. They're not actually shitting on me. Yeah. I guess that's the issue with a lot of the internet as well, isn't it? It's hard to know. No. They're doing it with love. Any questions I ask, they answer honestly and then laugh at me afterwards. Or they answer properly and then laugh at me afterwards. Ilmenite. Girl, is this your raw processing? Girl, this is the start of my ore processing, yes. Right now it's just turning ores to dust, whether it be through thermal or maceration for the byproducts. You need a... Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. I'm very glad we went for Ruby. You for now. You played the last hour then, right? Oh, Phillips asked, how would you even do that? I was more asking specifically. I'm assuming you'd set the filter here and say ignore MBT. So you'd put the chainmail helmet there, and enchanted or not, it'd go through here. Is what I was asking. Not, oh, is there a machine that does that? Then we need to think about getting steel from here as well. Yeah, that sounds like a good... That sounds like a good way to go, I think. But yeah, for now, I think we're going to go see Tatty and shout at Neb. Use it or lose it, I don't give a shit. I ain't your mama. But thank you all so much for the stream. It's been a pleasure as always. But for me, that is a goodbye and good night.
Someone said my name. Yeah, Neb was making fun of you, Striker. It was him. I tried to defend you, but he punched me. IRL, he flew over and stuff. It was kind of scary.
Not asking permission
Holy shit.
for this clip.
Oh wait, I don't even need to auto output actually.
Cross content.
You're not asking permission for this clip. But I am.
Unless you're called
so I am.
TPC Striker.
Huh?
Striker he doesn't have an LCR yet.
What?
Yeah.
He's not playing GOG though.
Exciting times.
Yeah, which makes it even worse.
Yes, exactly. That's my
He went
point.
to the moon without an LCR.